don't quite know how to say this, but we've lost Lizzy. We last saw her about 6:30 last night. Aimee was out, Lizzy was with us, and we went inside because it started raining heavily and we thought Lizzy was just around. And then eventually Aimee came back, but we haven't seen Lizzy since. It's now coming up to 4 o'clock in the morning and she's disappeared. Really worried. This is a video that I don't really want to record, but at the same time I feel like I have to update you guys and let you know what's going on. If you don't follow our other social media platforms, then you obviously won't be aware of this, but on the 27th of December we left our Christmas camp and parked up in a free camp spot on a dead-end road on the way to a volcanic laguna. The following night we let Aimee and Lizzy out for their evening exploration time, and sadly only one of them returned. It has now been just over 2 weeks since Lizzy disappeared. We spent most of that time parked in this space behind me, and we've been trying to do everything we can think of to find her. Daily walks around the area, night walks, calling out, putting out food. The biggest problem we have is the area we're parked on. We are literally on a volcano, which means that most of the terrain is slanted and banked and cliffed and full of bushes that we can't get through, which has made searching for Lizzy even more difficult. I'll show you some of the places we've been looking at. So we're parked on a hill, and down below us are all these trees, and then a load of farmland, mainly carrots, and we've been regularly walking round this field and through the middle here and then back up. I've had the old machete out, which we bought in the US from Walmart, so it's not the best, and I've been using it down the side of this road, hacking away pieces of bushes just to rule out that she hasn't been hit and killed. So here's one section I was working on. I also tried to make a better path down the side of the hill so we could get down quicker and easier. It's not the best thing to climb down, but we didn't really have many options. As you can see, the landscape across the road from where we're parked is really steep and banked, and we're not entirely sure if she got up there, but we definitely can't get up. We even got a taxi into the nearest town, which is 12 kilometers away, and we got these posters made. Not sure how useful the posters will be around the park, but we were thinking might make the park staff aware and any visitors who are coming to look at the laguna. 2 days ago, one of the park employees drove up to our camp spot and said that Lizzy had been spotted inside of the park entrance. We were completely shocked, to be honest with you. In our minds, we had just prepared ourselves to leave, and now we've got this new glimmer of hope. And so we've repositioned Ruby in the actual entrance, and it's all kind of started again. Walking around the park, putting food out, and we put some cameras where she was seen, but we only have a little shitty GoPro which can record for just over 2 hours, and Willow's old iPhone. The biggest problem we're finding is that there are lots of dogs that come around the area in the evening, and they're just hoovering up the food and then loitering around Ruby, which is not what we want. Aimee has also been catching 1 or 2 mice every evening. They're everywhere here, which means Lizzy has got an unlimited food supply. Normally you wait for your cat to get starved and then you've got a better chance of catching them, whereas Lizzy, she's got a all-day buffet. I'm not sure how much longer we can spend waiting for her. Ruby's got some really serious repairs that if we don't fix, we won't be able to drive her anymore. And our Ecuadorian visa is running out in a couple of weeks, and we need to decide if we are going into Peru, where they're having a massive collapse of society. There's protests and roadblocks and people are getting killed right now, so it doesn't sound the safest place to go. So our only other option would be to go back north into Colombia and wait it out there. We're gonna see how the next couple of days go here and then make a decision. These past 2 weeks have been the hardest of either of our lives. You become more attached, I think, to a pet when you live full time with it in a small space, and we see her every minute of the day pretty much. So it's been really tough. Really tough. It's been the most unpleasant thing we've ever gone through. And although we're still trying to be hopeful, we find Lizzy, it's really hard to stay hopeful after this long, even after she's been spotted, because it's just such a big place to search. We've got limited resources. So it's kind of where we're at the moment. I'm still hoping that when we leave here, it will be a positive video that we record, reunited as a family, and we can actually get started, because at the moment our lives are on hold and we just miss our little girl, really. I want her back.
So this is where we're parked now, the park entrance. This is the entrance here. The staff on the whole have been really nice to us. They've let us fill up water, they've let us park inside, which we're not allowed to do with any camper, let alone with pets, because they are forbidden. They've been asking us about if we found her, and it's been really nice. Unfortunately, none of it's working so far. This is what we're doing right now. This is our current route in the park. Can't lose this one.
She's sniffing everywhere around here.
You're useless, darling.
She's trying.
You're useless.
Oh, she's here somewhere. This is exactly the type of terrain we're dealing with, trying to find Liz. It's like the perfect hide and seek place for a cat.
So every road, every path is just like, I don't know how you would really describe it.
It's overgrown.
It's so overgrown, like
It's not possible for us to crawl through it.
we can
Small
walk down the
cat,
path, but that is literally
that's as much as
all we can do. This has become our new daily routine.
Getting the counts in, the walking counts.
Yeah, we keep coming up and we check these. They're obviously meant for rain, but
It's a perfect little place for
it's just
cats
a good
to
little
come.
path, but
Amy's checking them all out.
Yeah, Amy's into it.
Fish is gone.
That is the thing, though.
Something ate my fish, but it's most likely a dog.
Or a rat.
Or a big rat.
Or a bird.
Or flies.
Or flies. All of these things
cats.
we have recorded so far. And so we keep going. And here we are. The reason that we came here at all is for this volcanic laguna behind me, which is gorgeous. You can walk the entire rim trail, which is 12 kilometers. We didn't make a video about it because we were pretty sad. We still are, but yeah, that's why we came here, and we thought we should do it. But now we just spend every day walking up here in the hope that we hear her, and it's not been the best. Today is gorgeous. Today is sunny, and this is probably the single best day we've had the whole time we've been here. Most days, definitely by this point in the afternoon, it's raining and we're literally in a cloud, so the visibility is terrible. All you can hear is water dripping off leaves, and it sounds like a cat crawling through the forest, or you can hear the frogs or the dogs or the birds, but you definitely can't hear a cat, see a cat, anything like that. So really what we're hoping for is dumb luck, I suppose, but yeah, it's been a bit of a rubbish start to the new year, to be quite honest. I think I spent 4 hours sitting on this bench yesterday, and it's great that we know she's alive, but then it's also kind of even worse in a way because we kind of know where she is and we just can't get her. We can't get her to come out, we can't get her to talk to us or anything at all. So it just kind of makes you feel even more useless than we already did. Ideally we'd need some cameras and a trap, a humane trap, to try and get her to use that, but again, we don't have any of those things. So yeah. So after we hiked up to the admin office, which is the top of the hill, the highest point really, and we walked down this road, and this is where she was spotted. Further down here, one of the guys that works here, he is adamant he saw a black cat, that she had her collar on, which is why we've really focused on this area. But that was 2 days ago. Sorry, it's going to be super windy on my video, but what can you do? So we've set up a camera down here. We only really have one. We're trying to use a GoPro and a battery bank and make up something. Nothing yet, but this is our setup. This is where she was spotted. Behind me, this is the toilet block where we started. So we're really not far. I mean, 100 meters from Ruby now. The guy came and he told me that she came out of this here behind me. There's like a whole little animal trail. This is where we've had our camera set up. So far we have seen something that we're not sure if it's a very big rat or something else, and a bird. And that's it. He told me she came out of here, she crossed the road and went into the trees the other side. And that's all we have to go on though. Yeah. Don't know what else to say on that point.